Professor saying there should be an investigation into this?
Yeah, I do think there should be.
All right, everybody. Well, I figured I would talk about this particular story because it's something that everybody's talking about today. It's been covered, it's been overcovered, but of course, there was a text message thread. Sorry, there was a group chat. I don't even know the details of the story. There was a group chat apparently with several top advisors, including the esteemed Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, the Fox News weekend host. And apparently, we are doing, war planning and international diplomacy via, sort of loosely encrypted text message group chat with like Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. and whoever else they decide to just and apparently, reporters from the Atlantic. So, yeah, apparently this guy, this reporter from the Atlantic, was added to the group chat and was just sitting idly by, receiving targets and war plans for bombing the Houthis in Yemen, a rebel group there that has been shutting down trade through the is it the Suez Canal? Um, I do believe. But yeah, so this has been quite the story. For me, it's not very surprising because these people are children. We know that they are child like individuals, and they are privy to do incredibly stupid things like this, endangering, national security, endangering individuals who were potentially on the ground. Because who knows, who could have potentially been added to that if not, an Atlantic reporter. At the very least, it could have been anybody, So it could really literally have been probably anybody. And not only that, but apparently they are having these, text message group chats, sending top secret information to people while they are in, the Kremlin, for example, and, abroad in Russia, abroad elsewhere, and vulnerable to any kind of, sort of cyber threat or attack in the midst of this day and age. It's almost unbelievable, so unbelievable, and such a bad fuck up that you even have people like Scott Jennings, who has never said a negative, never said a critical word about a Republican or Trump or any of these people in his life, is now calling potentially for investigations into this. Unbelievable.
So the fact that this could have fallen into wrong hands because of this carelessness would have potentially impacted the lives of American soldiers.
Did I see you nodding yes when I think it was the professor saying there should be an investigation into this?
Yeah, I do think there should be, and I think they're already doing it at the White House. But I totally agree with you because they're not quite sure how he wound up on the thing, and we need to find that out if there's something wrong with this system. Which, by the way, I should just add again, they say already existed, was preloaded on computers and devices when they got there, and was in use upon their arrival. So maybe we need an investigation of when signals started being used and by who and why people thought it was.
And of course, that's a nod. That's like a twist of his to say, "What was it? Was this Joe Biden? Did Joe Biden and the Democrats start the signal texting? We got to look into this. We don't know, but well, look who was caught red-handed, and who knows what." Potentially if they did download it, maybe they were using it for like freaking interns or whatever. We don't know, but there's a scandal on our hands and you're already deflecting and trying to change the subject. Classic Republican trick. These people are sick.
Was a good system to use. But of course, when you make a mistake, you own up to it, you investigate the cause of it.
Did Pete Hegseth just own up to it, admit to it?
At least he's saying when you make a mistake, you own up to it. That's the mature thing. That's the reasonable thing. That's the right thing to do. Instead, we have people these people going out and denying until the end of days that they didn't know anything that was going on. No, I have no idea what's happening. No, we don't know what's going on. Pete Hegseth going out and saying, no, this is, there was no military plan shared at all. No, of course not.
One final point. Mischaracterized it. Well, are you going to give me a chance?
Is it appropriate? Did you know that the president's Middle East advisor was in Moscow on this thread while you were, as director of the CIA, participating in this thread? Were you aware of that? Are you aware of that today?
Look at these dumbasses. That's what I was talking about. When you have people, top advisors in Moscow, in the midst of these text message threads, which are so clearly compromised, like so clearly. Obviously.
I'm not aware of that today.
This sloppiness, this incompetence, this disrespect for our intelligence agencies and the personnel who work for him is entirely unacceptable. It's an embarrassment.
Senator,
You need to do better. You need to do better. Thank you. I'm being gaveled.
They fucked up, man. They really, really, really fucked up. Again, it's just the least surprising. It's just the least surprising thing in the world. So we'll see. Of course, they're going to investigate this. The final point is just the utter hypocrisy. Of course, it's been touched on, the Hillary Clinton email outrage and, the whitewashing or whatever, bleaching her emails because she was using a private email server. What a scandal. What a scandal. Meanwhile, you have these people literally text messaging, emojis like fire emoji, good job bombing the Houthis, whatever. Military plans, times, dates, locations, personnel, just texting it, just la-di-da. Let's invite random people. Oops, did I invite the wrong person? Did I get the wrong initial? Did I get the wrong phone number? Oopsies, oopsie poopsies. And these are the people that scream and cry and yell and whine about competence. We need competent people in leadership. We need the competent people. We need the big boys back in office. We need the adults back in the room. Whereas these are the biggest children and the most incompetent frauds in the history of our country. And it's plain as day. And they do then if these are the things that are out in the open, guys. These are the things we know about. These are the things that are world news at this point. Imagine what else is going on behind the scenes. It's just unfathomable. So there you have it. Another day in the life of an American, proud of our country. Who could be prouder? See you guys in the next one.